Hello everyone and Happy New Year to you. It's so great to be back and thank you so much for stopping by the channel. My name is Talisha and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and today I have a sewing catch-up. In this video I am going to be going over what happened, like where I've been, okay, and what's coming up next on the channel, what I made for Christmas, and some of the patterns I picked up, some fabric I picked up, all those good things. So just a bunch of little different things that's all related to sewing. So if you're interested in hearing all about those things, please continue to watch. All right everyone, once again thank you so much for stopping by the channel, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with where I have been. I did not post the whole month of December, which honestly historically that's pretty accurate, but the reason why I didn't post this past December was the first weekend, which is the weekends are when I do most of my editing, when I record most of my videos and sewing and all those things. So that first weekend I actually took my mother to Chicago. When I went to Chicago Frocktails, I visited a fabric store there and my mother had wanted to go, so I took my mother to that fabric store and we picked up some different fabrics. If you watched my faux fur vest and matching hat set, that is some fabric that I picked up at the fabric store, but I also picked up some additional fabric and I will share those fabrics with you at the end of this video. But yes, so that was the first weekend. The second weekend, if you paid attention or if you ran across my community tab, you would have known that there was a tragedy in my family where 5 of my relatives were in a car accident and 2 of them did not survive. So that second weekend I did have to travel to that, and that was kind of exhausting. You know, just the tragedy of it all, for one, seeing so many heartbroken family members and the exhaustion of such long distance traveling in a short period of time. So that kind of took me out. And then the third weekend of December was my anniversary weekend, and my husband and I went to New York City. That is the first time that we have traveled alone since we've had the younger set of children, so that was super fun. He and I are both into fragrances, so we went to a niche fragrance convention and it was absolutely wonderful. It was for we were there for 4 days, so yeah, we had an absolutely wonderful time with that. And then the last week of December was the Christmas holiday, right? So I bake a lot. I was, you know, prepping for different parties and planning a family Christmas party and all those things. So that's where I've been, but I am now back and I'm going to share with you next what I did make for Christmas. Okay, so for the first things that I made for Christmas, the children at their school had a spirit week for the week leading up to Christmas break. So they were one of the days they were told to make or wear ugly sweaters, and so I took the time and I made them ugly sweaters. I really didn't have time to go to like the Goodwill to see if I could find a sweater in their size versus using their good sweaters, but I didn't have the time because they did not announce it early enough. They like announced it 2 days before it was ugly sweater day. So I just pulled out some sweaters that they had in their closet, and I had got like a little craft kit from Walmart that only cost like $4 and some change, and I made them some ugly sweaters. So I'll go ahead and put pictures in the screen so that you can see what their sweaters look like. They were loving it. They absolutely loved it. And then when we had our family holiday party, they wore those again and they were excited to wear those. So it didn't take long because they're little, but I was so excited, you know, for them to be able to participate in the school events that way. So yeah, that went over really well. And so that was the first thing that I made. And then I made my apron. I wanted to make several aprons because I wanted to make them for a gift, but I wasn't able to because I had also got sick, you know, but you always know that I get sick during the holidays. So of course I use this pattern again, which is the Simplicity 6206, this vintage reproductive pattern, and I made the red version here, which is view 3. Okay, but I'll go ahead and put pictures in of that, and I also grab it So this is the apron. Absolutely love it. Got the Santa in the front, and there's two pockets here, one over here, one over here. And I have the candy cane strap, and it is reversible with all candy cane on the other side, as you can see. And there's two pockets over here as well. And when I cut out the strap, I didn't want to make like the Santa on one side, candy cane on the other, but candy cane goes with everything with the Christmas holiday. And so I made the side straps and the neck strap with the candy cane. I did not extend the strap like I had mentioned that I would in the previous apron video when I was sharing that for my fall aprons. And the reason why is because of time. And that's also the reason why I made this apron, is because of time. I really wanted to make a different style of apron, just to kind of, you know, have a variety of styles of aprons in my apron collection. But because this pattern was already trimmed out and I've made it before, I knew how it would flow. I just, you know, as far as constructing the apron, I just went ahead and went with this apron, and I absolutely love it. My mom was like, oh my gosh, and my dad really went crazy over it because he loves holidays. So yeah, this is my reversible apron. Absolutely love it. And so hopefully I'll have enough time when it comes down to Valentine's Day to be able to make or use a different pattern when making an apron, because I am going to make an apron for Valentine's Day. I also created a sew along for this, but it's garbage. It's just garbage because my GoPro wasn't working right and I didn't like the angle that I used. So maybe I'll make one more, but not for Valentine's Day, maybe just one more in between so that I can post that. But yeah, so that was the first thing that I made for Christmas, the Christmas holiday. And then or the second thing I should say, the first thing was the ugly sweater and then the apron. The third thing was this. People love these ear warmers and the neck warmers that I made. So I had a lot of these this fleece left, this Burberry looking fleece left, and so I purchased some Sherpa, I purchased this camel color, and I also purchased some black, and I made these. And so I don't think I have a picture of anyone in it, but I'll just put this on so that you can see how it works. But yeah, this isn't the first time I've shared this on my channel. This is a free pattern that you see how this just goes over the ear. This is adult size, and if you just trim off about an inch, this would work well for children, because I made the boys one. But this is the pattern that I use. It was a free downloadable pattern, and this is by Hello Sewing. So I just printed that off, made it. You cut 2 on the fold and use 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, and you've got your ear warmer. So yeah, and then it just comes with this, you know, connects at the seam in the back. And so that is the ear warmers. Okay, all right, so I did some holiday shopping, a lot of holiday shopping. I mean, a lot. But when it came to sewing, I only went to one pattern sale, and I picked up just a few patterns. I did so good, just a few patterns, and they were Butterick, I believe. So let me share with you the Butterick patterns that I picked up. So this first Butterick pattern that I picked up is Butterick 7009, and I picked this up because I think it's super nice. Okay, it's a set. And I also picked this up for my mom because she likes it, and she had pointed it out to me, because I really wasn't paying attention to the patterns at that time, because like I said, December, I'm just like so focused on holiday. I love the holidays, and yeah, so I picked that up. And what the view that I like the most, and is going to be view A, which is the blue set right here. View B is nice as well, but like I said, I just think I'd like view A the most. And then I'll show you the line art for that. So here is your line art for that as well. And so this is part of the winter collection. And then I have a lot of like patterns for lounge sets, but I am really enjoying the different pieces that I have been making lately that are more casual and that can be intermixed into my everyday wardrobe. And so I decided to pick this pattern up, which is Butterick 7014. This is a pattern that has all sizes in it, and I really like, you know, this two-piece set and the dress. Okay, and so I actually picked this pattern up for my mother too, because she loves dresses like this. And so yeah, that I thought it was super simple and very practical for your everyday. Of course, it's more like fall going into spring and, you know, winter suitable. But you know, hopefully I'll get time to make this before the weather breaks and it turns spring. All right, so for the last pattern that I picked up, this is Butterick 7012, and this pattern I picked up for the cropped blazer. There's actually a Vogue pattern that I want to pick up too for a cropped blazer, but I don't know, I just haven't been paying attention to the sales and haven't picked it up yet, but I will eventually. But this again, Butterick 7012, and I am liking this cropped blazer. Now, so what turned me on to this crop blazer is back when I was at the sewing retreat, I made a new look crop blazer. It doesn't have like a closure, and I really like it, but I want one with a closure. And I know I could just add one, but I don't feel like that one that I made would look right if I add it. And I also made a two-piece lounge set by McCall's Patterns. I'll put the pattern number in here or either show you the picture that I made. I made that in collaboration with Martika J Makes. And that cardigan was also cropped, and I'm really like feeling that crop, and so I'm thinking of like wearing it with like a longer skirt like this. So even though I didn't say I purchased it for the skirt, I would so make this skirt, I would just make this whole set. So this is like the look that I'm looking to wear more of these days, and so this pattern fit me perfectly. I feel like the Butterick patterns are just vibing more with me here lately. So yeah, so that was the last pattern that I picked up. Okay, so earlier I mentioned that the first weekend of Chicago I took my mother to the fabric store and we went shopping, and I only went there because she wanted to go and I wanted her to experience that, and I'm so glad that I did, because not only did I have all this stuff going on every week of December, but my mother also became ill, and she's been dealing with some things for a while, and you know, she's been seeing her physicians for this, but my mother had to have a procedure that was very scary, and so I'm just glad that she was able to go and experience that before she had to have her procedures. But she's doing better, but it was scary, and it's still kind of scary right now. But anyway, I took my mother there specifically to pick up some things that she wanted, and to actually experience the store and see all of the different fabrics. She was in heaven. Okay, when I was there, I picked up that faux fur animal print fabric that I made my two-piece vest and hat set with, and then I picked up a different type of fur because I'm like, I'm here, it doesn't cost that much, so let me go ahead and pick it up. And so this is the other faux fur that I picked up. It's like a shaggy type of faux fur, and it is burgundy. I picked this up because I wanted to make a tulip hat out of it, and I don't think I can make a tulip hat and a vest like I did with the other one out of this. So I have something else in mind that I plan to make, and I do want to get that done before the winter is out. If not, you'll see it next winter. Yeah, I really like it. It has like a shine to it, and I just like how it just like shakes. Yeah, super nice. Okay, and so the other things that I wanted to pick up when I went there that I had intentions to get were scraps of leather, because I can't buy real leather here. We don't have a store with that. And so I did find a few scraps that I like. They have a lot, but the colors that I wanted, they had, and I just picked up what I wanted at that point because I don't want to just hoard a bunch of stuff, because I can always go back. But this is some brown leather here, and you know my little wristlets. I know I have one sitting around here that I can share with you. These wristlets that I make here is what I plan to make with this faux leather, because that is, those wristlets, that's what I carry around into the stores. I don't carry a purse, even though I buy purses and have them. I'll carry my purse or my backpack, and I have my wristlet with me, and the wristlet is what I take in the store, the wristlet is what I take in the restaurant. So I like to make them. And so I have this brown fur, no, not faux, this is real brown leather here, and then I picked up this sage green. This is trending right now, this color for the, well, it was for the fall at least, and I'm sure like the colors and the trends sprinkle into the next season. Even if it doesn't, I like this color. It's neutral, and I'm gonna make one with this. And I just really like using like the what is it called, like the cork fabric and the leathers, because they're more durable and they don't break. When I use the fabric, because I'm hard on these things, after a while, you know, they just kind of tear. So and it's a long while, but not with the corks and not with real leather. So the other one that I got is black. Like, who could go wrong with black? Okay, so this is like the thickest of all of it. It's super nice, and I think I only paid about, I don't know, maybe $12 for each cut. They go by the square, and I think I got 3 squares, and this is big wooden square that they use. I think it's 12 by 12, I'm not really sure, but yeah. So yeah, these are my leather picks. They didn't have any burgundy that I saw, or I would have had to dig for it, and I didn't want to, because I felt like these colors right here were good enough for me right now. And if I want more, I can always go back to Chicago and get more, because I live very close and I know where it is now. And so I did pick up some other fabric as well that I didn't plan on doing, but I did, because you know me and my shopping situation. Just pray for me. Anyway, I did pick up this cherry fabric. I thought this was super cute. I figured in the summer that I can make something with this, maybe like a dress or a top or something like that, or you know, a jumpsuit. Either way I go, I thought it was adorable. Then I picked up, sorry it's balled up, but it kind of dropped, and then I didn't feel like putting it together. But then I picked up this denim looking stretch, like jersey type of fabric. It's white on the inside, and it has a stretch to it. My mother and I, we both got this, and I thought this was super cute. And I think I may want to make, I don't know, maybe like a circle skirt dress. I feel like that'd be pretty. I made a circle skirt dress for my vacation, and that fit was just so, it was just perfect. Okay, and so I think I may want to use that pattern. If not, I have another one in mind or something similar. I got enough. I got about 4 yards of this and 4 yards of the cherry fabric to make something like that. So if I don't, I could always make the jumpsuit that I always like to wear. However, I am starting to get annoyed with jumpsuits and using the bathroom. So we'll see. Okay, so now let me show you the fabric that, I think that's all I got for me. Oh, no. I got one more fabric for me. I had to do it for the culture, okay? Let me show you. Bam. This is like 80s, 90s graffiti looking type. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it, but I'll make something cute out of it so that it looks stylish. Yep, but yeah, this is what I picked up, and I think it's so fun. It says on there, love, 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 love. You have just love and will find. That's pretty much it. And it has like sparkles in it. I don't know if you can see the sparkles or not, but there's gold sparkles in the fabric. So yeah, I'll make it look good. You know I will. Then I picked up some fabric for the boys, and to be honest, I thought they would have sweatshirt fabric there. I forgot to mention that earlier, I did also write down when I was going there to pick up sweatshirt fabric for the boys so that I can make them some sweatshirts and pants. I am now finding that I am not really feeling the way the clothes that I can purchase fit them as well, unless I'm like spending like a whole lot of money, and they're growing, you know, so I don't really want to do that. However, you know, if I want them to look nice, I don't really have a choice because I can't even find the fabric that I need as well. But anyway, they did not have sweatshirt fabric in that whole entire jumbo store. Don't really understand that. I don't know if they were just sold out. I know in the summertime they sold out of linen, so that could be. But because they didn't, I just picked up them some culture fabric too. Some graffiti looking, and just make them something fun. And I think I got enough for me as well, just so I can make us something fun and matching. That is the reason why I picked this up. Just something fun for us to wear. And then the next fabric that I picked up for them was just this, and this is more summertime. All of these are knits, which I'm not like crazy about knits. I'm more of a woven girl. But the recovery for the denim fabric and the cherry fabric is very good, and it's not super stretchy like a ITY or jersey. And I think I mentioned that it was a jersey, but it's not. But yeah, so there's not like super stretch to it. So those type of fabrics that remind me more of like a ponte are okay with me. But anyway, this is a jersey, but they're for the boys and they're okay with that. But I thought this was some fun fabric for them. Not necessarily what I wanted, but that's what they had that I thought they would like. So that was a bit disappointing that the fabric store would be that big and I come out with really nothing outside of the fur and the leather that I preferred. But my mother got to experience it. I can't remember what she picked up. But we did take some pictures of some things that she wants to get later on for the Koja convention that she's gonna go to later on this year. All right, okay, so what is up next on the channel? Now that I have been able to share with you these things that I actually had in a previous video when I was actually getting these things and making these things and just never had a chance to edit, but now that I've gotten this out of the way, I am going to be sharing with you in the next video that I make everything that I made in 2024. I'm pretty proud of what I made. I honestly didn't think I had made as many things as I did, but I did. So I'm going to share those with you. And then once we finish that video, we will get on to what's cracking in 2025. Okay, so thank you so much to everyone that has supported me in 2024, prior to that, and planning to support me in 2025. I really enjoy this channel. I really enjoy the connections, the friendships that I made, and yeah, just pretty much the community in general. So thank you so much again. Once again, Happy New Year. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy this type of content and you have not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the gray notification bell so that you can be notified of future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.